Alright, what's up YouTube? So today I will be installing, a full lowering kit on the new Project 700. So before we get started, I'm gonna measure and see how high it is off the ground at stock height. And then as we move forward with installing the front, I'll measure it again. Then once we get the front and the rear on, I'll measure again to see how much the height will change. So for the front, of course, you will need the two lowering links for the front, 17 millimeter socket and a 14 millimeter socket. So before we get started, I'm gonna let y'all see how high it is off the ground at stock height. So from the ground to the bottom of the skid plate, we're at a little over 10 inches off the ground. So once I get the front links on, we'll come back and see how high we are off the ground then. And that's how it looks from the side currently at stock height. So let's get started. Okay, another thing you'll need is a size 8 Allen key, Allen wrench, whatever y'all call it, to be able to tighten the bolt down when you get ready to put the lowering link on. So first, your 14 millimeter socket is gonna go on that bolt. Then you come to the back, your 17 millimeter, if it'll focus in, will go on that bolt. Okay, we're actually gonna use this Allen key to help us with something else also. So once we get this back bolt off, if you try to screw it out from the front, it'll just stay in place. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the Allen key to give it this bolt a little push to go ahead and go through out the other side. As y'all can see, it's going through now. So if y'all run into that problem with getting that bolt out, you just need something to help push it through from the back while you're trying to screw it out. So I'm just gonna fast forward because I know y'all don't want to see me unscrewing this up. Okay, so in order to put the lowering link on, this part will mount in the stock shock mounting location, and this part right here, the stock shock, the ends of that will mount in between this. So I'm gonna try to do it as smooth as I can. I'm out here by myself, so if y'all see me struggle a little bit, just remember, I'm out here doing this myself. So And once you get the link on, the only thing you have to do is tighten it down. I don't know the torque specs, but just tighten it down till it's real snug, and you should be good. And once you get the link on, that's what it should look like. And the only thing you have to do is just do that same thing for the opposite side. So I'm gonna drop it down. We're gonna measure it real quick and see how low it got with just the front two links on, and then we're gonna move to the rear link. Okay, so this is where we're at now with just the front two links on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rear link on. We'll see how much more that it'll drop. And this is what we're looking like now from the side. Okay, now we're at the back. In order to get to the rear link, you need to remove the skid plate. It's 4 10mm bolts under the skid plate. Even though this one has an aftermarket skid plate on it, it's still gonna be 4 10mm bolts, OEM 4 10mm bolts. So that's the first thing we need to start with. And once we get the rear link off, as y'all can see, it doesn't come with any bearings. So we're gonna take the bearings from the rear link and transfer them to the lowering link. So let's get started. Okay, the rear is gonna be where it's gonna get tricky at with your socket sizes. So right here at the end of the link, I know it's kind of dirty, but you're gonna need a 17 for both of these. And then when you get up to this top right here, you're gonna need a 19. Let me see for this side. I'm gonna try to put it on for y'all real quick. You're gonna need a 19 for that side. And for this other side, you're gonna need, it might not zoom in, 3/4. So that's what you're gonna need. The two sockets you're gonna need to get the link off in the front, and you're gonna need a 17 for the back. So it's kind of tight up under here. I'm gonna get these off and we're gonna continue from there. Okay, so I got the rear link out, and as you can see, it has the seals, and inside the seals is bearings that you have to transfer over to the lowering link. So the only thing you really have to do, the seals, they'll come off pretty easy. And the bearing should slide out pretty easy. So the only thing you have to do, just put the seals on, slide the bearing And if you want to grease it up, any more you can. But I'm just gonna put them back on without adding any grease or anything to them. I can do it later, but I'm just gonna transfer them over now. So that's really the most important step after you get the rear link off, is to remember to transfer the bearings over from the stock link to the lowering link. So I'm gonna get that transferred over and get the link put back on. Alright, just want to show y'all that I got the rear lowering link on, got it bolted up, and I got it out as far as it can go. So it should be sitting as low as it can sit once I let the jack down. So we're finna see what it look like. Okay, so we got the full lowering kit on the front and the back. So from the ground, if it'll focus in, that was sitting at 7.5 inches at the skid plate. So and this is what it looked like from the side. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video can help anybody that's trying to install a lowering kit or thinking about installing one. So now the next thing should be the case saver and the chain guard. I thought they would have been here today in the mail, but I guess it'll be tomorrow. So just stay tuned, share the video, let me know what y'all think. Everything moving along kind of smooth, so just stay tuned for the next video.